A storm of controversy this morning, excuse me, over your privacy. Some businesses are tracking your shopping and dining habits using the Wi-Fi signal on your smartphone. Elizabeth Dwoskin is a reporter for the Wall Street Journal. She is in San Francisco. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So what do we make of this?
Well, businesses are constantly looking for insights into their customers, and they're deploying all sorts of technologies in order to do that. And of course, as long as the Wi-Fi is on your phone, then you're constantly broadcasting your location from your phone. And so the company that I wrote about, TURNSTYLE Solutions, has basically been able to place sensors throughout many businesses in downtown Toronto: restaurants, yoga studio, gym, theater, hotel. And that enables them to triangulate people's activities and create a lifestyle profile based on their daily travels. So just the way a web browser cookie would follow you across the web, I call this a cookie for your everyday life.
And what will companies do with this lifestyle profile that they've created?
Well, what's interesting is I think right now we're at the point where the technologies can collect so much data about us, and the stores and businesses are still trying to figure out what to do with it. So one of the businesses I interviewed said that because they knew how many of their customers went to the gym, they designed gym T-shirts with their company logo that they could give out to people. Other stores are looking at what neighborhoods their customers are coming from, and they decided to do local advertising there or open up a pop-up shop. But for example, there is a company that looks at cell phones jogging through the park in the morning and decides those people are early morning joggers, and tells businesses this many of your customers are joggers. And I think a lot of companies haven't figured out what to do with that information that companies are collecting about us.
So are they tracking people specifically? For instance, do they know Nora is in store number 2, or do they just know the number of people that are in that store? Do they have our identities?
Absolutely. Well, it's a tricky question. The businesses do not get any identity. They receive reports which are anonymous. So they get the number of customers, the percentage of my customers last week went to the gym, the percentage went to yoga. But the point that I make in the story is that the line between anonymous and the companies knowing who you are is very thin, because there's lots of ways to know. If you have an app that has a public profile, let's say Twitter, then you're broadcasting your handle. And so if a company can look at your phone and look at your app, they can easily make the connection for who you are. Or let's say they run a Wi-Fi, log in.
Yeah, so how do you prevent that and anybody tracking where you are, for those of us that want privacy?
Well, there's not really that many ways right now without disabling the main functionality of your phone. So basically turn off your Wi-Fi and don't get Wi-Fi, or you can opt out through a website.
I mean, this is simply a fact of life of the way the new advertising works. So people, because of the internet, can target who their consumers are with much more precision.
Of course, but they're not able to target people yet on mobile devices as well, and so that's the holy grail for advertisers and marketers, and location is one way they're doing it. That's why Apple's getting involved, Verizon, big companies are getting involved in location data for that reason.
All right, got it, Elizabeth. I doubt very few people will turn their Wi-Fi on and off, but thanks a lot.